Hi guys, unplugged the other Tele, just wrapped the cord right back into this little puppy and plugged this in. This is the Slick Tele SL50, comes from the factory new, already beat up. That's how they do all their guitars. Fullerton hand wound pickups, and they're meant to look aged and old looking too or whatever, but they're quite nice. There's the back, there's Slick's stance on that's I've gotten used to on most of his guitars. And then of course you can see the back's been dinged and scuffed up and everything else. Maple neck, brass caps, handles on the tuners, and this has a graphite, actually it looks like it needs to be taken down a little bit on the edges, but this has a graphite nut, brass volume and tone, three-way switch, so almost like a Les Paul for the two pickups, and this honkin' big brass wraparound bridge. And the body has been routed and recessed to drop that little puppy in there, and it's just a big hunk of brass. Anyway, I just plugged it back in, went back to the clean station on the twin, and I've got it down into the bridge pickup. You can definitely hear the Tele in this one more so than the other one. And I kind of get the feeling that there's a lot more crispness and clarity, and once again a little spank. Both pickups. And the neck pickup. Tone down. So there's quite a volume boost in the tone. The tone really pulls back. I'm not strumming it very hard, but where this thing seems to shine, and certainly there's some nice clean tones, and I would say it definitely sounds more representative of a Tele or whatever. Once again, we've got a 12-inch radius that's flat. Not quite flat, but pretty much the same as playing an LP guitar or whatever. If we just bump it up, wraparound bridge pickup. Both of them. And neck pickup. I would say you're probably getting a lot more crispness because of the brass bridge and the graphite nut. To me, I would think this is where this sound is coming out, because this sounds different. I also have two other Teles, and this sounds different than those. So if we crank the rate up, you can hear all of a sudden it seems in distortion when you start adding a little bit of distortion that you get. It's pretty snappy and seems to be right there. Excuse me, I've had a cold for the last week or so. That's the neck pickup, so here's both. and the brass bridge little pup. So that's that little puppy. And just while we have a few minutes, I am going to throw in a Series A that I have that's kind of a blonde little thing. I'm going to go back to the nice clean sort of twin. This is the same setup. I mean, obviously it's not a brass back, and it's a regular, and it's got a maple neck. I think this one, compared to the other one, is very similar. Sealed tuners and maple neck. The fretboard is a on this one is a cap as well, a separate piece of maple, and it's in nice condition or whatever. I don't know what they call it. I'd call it blonde. It's got a nice little. There's even, I don't know if you can see it, but there's even the support piece, holy crap, the laminated piece in the neck for support has even got some funky wood grain on it or whatever. Series A, made for Canada. So needs a little setup. I can hear a little buzzing. Anyway, that'll get us there. Definitely can hear the volume difference and everything else. Of course, with an amp you can turn it up, but and to me, it sounds muddy. Tune. Now, my idea was I have two higher end quality pickups for Teles out in the shop, and I was going to flip these out. To me, I like the guitar. It's kind of fun looking, and everything else sort of has that retro 50s, 60s kind of fun thing going on. It's a nice guitar. It feels good. The weight's good and everything. Not sure if I had the tone rate up, but sorry, it's still out of tune, but I'm not going to bother with it too much. Just going to snap it up to distortion. Middle pick, or both pickups. And the back bridge pickup. So So I would think this little puppy, everything about it's very nice. Obviously, she's moved a bit. I would think it has. It needs a truss rod adjustment. There's no relief. That's why it's banging there. Of course, it's out of tune a little. So, but it gives the idea of it. I definitely think it would be a pretty nice guitar with those upgraded pickups in it. Everything else about it's certainly kind of fun, and that was my idea of thinking I might keep it, is to upgrade the pickups and see what came out of that. But anyway, it's another example of a Tele, and I won't show the other one, but the other one is a PV as well, with the same sunburst as the other one. It just happens to have two humbuckers and piezos, acoustic piezos built into these, so it's quite a thing to go through all the options and the blend knobs and all that, but it's a really interesting Tele because of all the tone options and pickup options. So, but anyway, have a good day, guys, and Teles. Kind of fun when you get into them. They seem to be just right for certain kinds of music, and they are, compared to a Strat, they are definitely a hefty little thing. Excuse me, from Coughing Bill, I'm out of here. Take care, guys. Have a good day.